Hi everybody, welcome to Beauty Buzz with Lori. So I'm very excited about today's topic because, hey, it revolves around SPF, my favorite subject here in Florida. So today's video is going to be more around missed places, commonly missed places that we forget to put sunscreen on a daily basis, and then other times whenever we're, out in the sun, places we should be protecting but we're not protecting just because it's not on our minds and it's not overt that's where we need to be putting sunscreen. The first place is ears. Even if you have long hair, you should really be covering your ears with sunscreen. The Cleveland Clinic says that the third most common location for skin cancer is the ears. Any high points on our faces, our body, is always going to be a prime spot for possible skin cancer, sunburns, all those fun things. They're awkward because they have all the folds and the little inner ear parts and stuff like that, but you want to get that sunblock everywhere, even if you have long hair. Don't think that your hair is shielding that. Yes, it might be lessening some of the UV rays, but it's not protecting fully. Guys especially, I've seen so many men who come in and they have the tops of their ears basically chopped off because they've gotten skin cancer on those parts of their body. And so you just don't think about that when you're putting it on. You're just covering your face. The other one is going to be the scalp. So scalp, I didn't even know that there were sunblocks specifically for the scalp so that it doesn't change necessarily the texture of your hair. But apparently there are. So because again, it's the highest point of the body, it's always getting that sun. Whether you have sun or whether you have a bald head, you should be protecting it, especially with a hat too. Sunscreen powder by Supergoop is a mineral sunblock for that, and I guess you just kind of part your hair and put the powder in, which is kind of cool. And then also there is a specific Sun Bums scalp and hair mist. So you can just, mist it over your hair. It's protecting your hair. Women, if you get your hair colored, and it's going to help protect that as well from fading out. So these are all good things because melanoma is prevalent on the scalp as well. So another one is eyelids. If you have microblading, tattooing, anything like that, you should have been told to carry your facial sunscreen over that as well. I always go over my lids because that is a very delicate, thin tissue, and it's, the lower lids are some of the areas that go first when we start to see that wrinkling, that aging process. So you just want to be vigilant about putting that on there, and that's not really an extra step. It's right there on your face. You just spread it over and rub it in really well. I will say be careful if you're in sports or you work outside. You want something that's going to be sweat proof or water resistant, only because you don't want that to run into your eyes. So definitely be aware of that too. Lips. How many of you get cold sores? The sun is definitely an agitator of that. So we want to make sure we're protecting those as well. There's tons of lip balms out there that have SPF in them. You want something that's at least a 15 or higher, according to the Cancer Society. However, I would prefer a 30 or higher. So just make sure that you're protecting that, and you're also hydrating those lips so that you ward off those wrinkles too. Neck and chest. Women, we're all aware of this. Side sleeping, you get wrinkles and everything, but we also get sun on our chest, even on a daily basis. Carry your sunscreen down. If you don't want to use up your more expensive facial sunscreens, then buy a body sunscreen at CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, wherever. Just make sure it's a mineral, and just take time to apply that a little bit as well. Believe me, you will thank me later. The last place is the feet. So how many of you have gotten a sunburn on your feet? I have, on the tops, not the bottoms, but we can't forget about the bottoms too. I can't imagine what a sunburn would feel like on the bottom of the feet, but the bottom of your feet, even though it is protected because it's a thicker skin, still can get sun cancer. So we don't want to have that happen. When you go to the dermatologist, they should be checking these areas once a year too for skin cancer. So I hope this information has been helpful to you and that you will revise your sunscreen applications. Thank you for watching.